Hello and welcome to this guide on how to make a collection on Atomic Hub and how to release a drop on a few different sites. It's going to be a real straightforward. Everybody should be able to understand it. First thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have the right resources. There's plenty of search places you can go, explorers. I personally like the old school wax.blocks.io. Um, Basically, you're going to want to make sure you have RAM, CPU, and that basic Wax wallet properties. If you don't have enough RAM, it's going to be your big one. You're going to want to buy some more. I actually have enough, way more than enough, uh, even though it says 99%, just to get things started out. Um, so yeah, you get your RAM, you hit create a new collection. You're going to have all this different data. So you might want to come prepared with a collection name. 12 letters is the default, so whatever your collection name is, come up with 12 letters. If you have an Anchor wallet, um, that's probably the best way to do it. Make the Anchor wallet with the collection name so they match each other. The wallet can still be the same, like the online in. Should have probably made the online in with, but I didn't. I do a lot from my Wax wallet. Display name, your website name, your market fee, um, collection description, and then collection images. I don't know why they require these, honestly. Maybe you just want an invisible collection, but yeah, you're gonna want a background image and a logo image. You can see that they want it 1920 by 500 pixels, so having that ready, and then logo image doesn't matter. 512 by 512 is what they suggest. Then you link all your social media that you have if you have it, and you can even put your company details in. After that, if you do want to work with like a Wax wallet or a secondary wallet, you can authorize your account. A lot of these secondary sites where you're going to make the drops will have a button to do this for you. So as long as you're logged into the wallet that created the collection, it's nice and easy. Anyway, say you made that new collection. Now you're going to hit Manage Collection. And the first thing you're going to want to do is create a new schema. Because schemas are basically like your folder to tell you what it is. Membership packs, that kind of thing. Season one. Um, Very common use cases, but maybe it's promo schema. Maybe it's you definitely don't want to end up with too many of these. Unlike me, learn from my mistakes, friends, because I can't even load them all now. So when I look at my schemas, it's not even showing me all of the ones that here, like packs is hidden. You get the idea. Anyways, once you get that schema done, you're going to want to create a template. And they changed this a lot from back in the day. It was really easy to mint without a template. Now it kind of pushes you in that direction. And so, say we wanted our pack, you'd create that template. Um, it's actually pretty hard to mint without, I think. Yeah, because you have to create the schema. You're going to want attributes. My bad, we'll go back to this for a second. Very basic one is name, image, video. Um, if you're creating a new one, you may want to put something like rarity, website, that kind of thing. Make sure to have a website that you're gonna it's not gonna expire, like some of my old websites that I wasn't smart enough to keep around. Other attributes are whatever you want, really. Uh, it could be things about your NFTs, artists, whatever. Having a rarity is really nice, so people can sort them even more if your collection grows, but the schema will also sort them. Anyways, once you have your schema done, you're ready to create that first NFT, right? So we got our membership. And say I was gonna create a membership. You load whatever picture you want for that membership. We'll take a DigiPry for example. Um, if you plan on making packs on atomic packs, your max supply has to be infinite. Which I mean, there's pros and cons of that. Lately, I've been using Waxed Out a lot for my packs, so I like them very limited, like maybe 100. I've learned that too much isn't necessarily good. Be a little bit more limited. I think 100 memberships is a great start for anybody on Wax that's just building up. I have a hard time selling 100 memberships, and I've been doing this for 2 years. So, yeah, and then you just put in all your attributes and you could create it. And once you create it, you can mint it to your wallet, especially if you're going to hand them out by hand. You're just giving them out for free or whatever. But most people go to something called NFT Blocks. This is like the number one spot for a creator to make a drop on right now. Basically, you'll log into your NFT Blocks, you'll hit create, and you're going to have to authorize whatever collection, since it's brand new, that will give them authorization to mint things from your collection. And you're also going to have some different things down here. I wouldn't worry about any of this if you're not making packs or blends, but you are going to need drop RAM if you plan to do a drop. And then you can also do all this just from Nifty, but I like to use the old tried and true Atomica to make my templates and schemas and all that. Um, Anyways, you're gonna click on drops because that's what I'm teaching you guys how to do right now. Is a really long drop video. You create new drop, and you basically be able to add that template, whatever it is. Say we wanted some credits or whatever, and then it would mint this for you when people buy it. If you wanted it to say free NFT, for example, you can put your Discord, whatever, in here. Tell them to get it from that. We're going to do a claim link just to give you an idea. Let's do something a little bit different. I think I got some old food. That's almost perfect. Where's a free fry? I don't think I've ever used this free fry. I just made it and no one got it, so um, I like to use a little bit of verification. It helps stop multi-accounts. And then I also have proof of who's who. We use Honeycomb in my server, but there's other things like Drosera that can do this as well. And bam, you'll make it for free. If you're trying to sell them wax, obviously you make it one wax or whatever. We're making this one free. Just, it's good. If you're brand new, maybe that promo, 100 of them, count limit 1, no cooldown. You can set your start time, start date, end time, end date. And then instead of creating, if you created this right now, people would just grab it right away for free. They wouldn't have to join your Discord or wherever you're trying to send them to grow your community, your Twitch channel, whatever it is. You're going to want to secure that drop. You can also hide the drop too, which I do a lot for like moderator drops or whatever, where I don't want people seeing all the good perks that are behind the scene. Anyways, you're going to secure that drop. And then you'll click on this little hamburger menu and you'll have a bunch of different things you can do. You can edit it, you can view claims, you can set up proof of ownership whitelisting, which is great for non-transferable NFTs. Whitelist and keys are what we're going to use today. This can get abused pretty easy. You can put like a key limit on it, 50-50. Just be aware that if somebody shares it out, anybody with this key can get into it. So in this case, I'll be sharing it in the Discord, and it'll probably get shared out to a bunch of other Discords, even though it's a keyed link and like a verified tab. Not a big deal. It's just a free NFT, right? And really, that's all there is to it. We'll come back to here. When you're creating an NFT, there's some other options you can use. You can make it so they can't be burned and they can't be transferable, but not at the same time. You can do this. Um, it's highly frowned upon because if you're sending an asset that can't be burnt and can't be transferred, they can't get rid of it. So it's probably a good thing that they made you choose one of the two. You want to make sure both of those are on. Um, that way, people can burn it. You want people to burn their NFTs. It creates exclusivity. And you want people to transfer it. That way they can give it to a friend or put it on the market. I think that's just about it. There's unlockable content, which is great. Um, for if you have like an audio book or even just a claim link to another NFT or something like that. But yeah, that's the quick tutorial for the NFT. Um, WaxDAO and NFT Hive are a little bit different, but I know a lot of people like them, including myself. I fully support both of these, and I hope they grow to be huge. WaxDAO for creating a drop is a little bit more difficult because you're going to have to put in the info yourself, the price of the NFT, the token symbol, token precision. For Wax, there's a little help button, but I just happen to know it's A, and I happen to know the token contract, and then you put your collection in. Uh, Food, you look at that template ID, whatever it is, total available limit, all the same things, but you just kind of have to put it in manually without drop downs, including that IPFS hash. When you make things, you can either use Finata or one of your own IPFS services, or you can just upload. If you upload, it will upload that hash, and you could like copy it, move it over to here, and it will upload like that. You put your own receiving account, and then the cool thing about Waxed Out is you can split revenue with the farm if you end up making a staking pool or a farm, and it will go to that before it even takes a 2% from Waxed Out, which is any place you do drops on, it's going to take 2%. Any marketplace you sell on is going to take at least 2%. That's just the industry standard. So NFT Hive is pretty much the same exact way. Uh, you would go to creator tools over here. It's been a little bit. I've only made a couple drops. And you'd click on manage drops. And for all of these, you're going to have to make sure they're authorized collections. Same for something like Cade, or that's even more confusing. Yeah, say we wanted to make a drop for this. It's pretty easy to do. It's the same exact thing. You'd have to add RAM. You hit new drop, and there's a lot of benefits to creating an NFT Hive. Um, they got the free pre-mints, same for NFT, same for Wax Style. The difference in these three isn't much right now, except for you're gonna have more users looking at your drop here. You're gonna save yourself, especially if you're making packs. You're gonna save yourself a little bit of RAM, a little bit of wax, and the collectors are gonna take it up on Wax Style. You can create tokens on here too, which is really cool. And NFT farms, if you want to reward your users with whatever token, it's not too expensive. It's like 100 wax to get a low jack. If you're trying to make your own token, it's going to be more like 1,000 after everything you put in it. Yeah. So this is pretty self-explanatory too. You pick a schema, you go down through it. It's pretty straightforward. I think that's going to be the end of my tutorial. If anybody needs any help, feel free to join that Discord. The link will be in the description below. We got a tournament today. Hope y'all join it. You can check that out at challenge.com or Fry. And yeah, big ups to some of our new collections at the end, especially those Icebreaker OG Penguins. Much love, infam inhabitants. I will catch you next time, and feel free to leave any questions in the comments.